What is going on, miners? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all staying healthy, having a great day. Look what just arrived. The brand new IceRiver AL0 should be in this box. Hoping it has a power supply, but we're going to get this thing up and mining in my solar trailer. And we're going to see what this thing hashes at, how many watts it pulls, and all that. So let's get this thing open, shall we? All right, I'm assuming it looks exactly identical to the Kaspa KS0 miners. All right, let's see. We do have a power supply. Hell yeah. Let's check it out quick. Make sure the wattage is good here. Well, that's awesome. It's good for 100 or 240 volts, so I can actually plug this directly into my 240 volt PDU in here. It says it runs at 19 volts as well for the output. Oh, 120 watts. I was looking for the rating. It is right there, 120. So that's good. Let's get this guy out of the box. Yep, it's just as tight as the Kaspa miners usually are, but I was able to do that one-handed. Hell yeah. IceRiver AL0, or is that AL0? I think it's the AL0. So real quick overview of the unit. It looks identical to the Kaspa miners. They have a warranty void sticker there. If you take this apart, do it at your own risk, you're gonna void your warranty. This thing right here has two normal style fans. Those aren't the Noctua versions. I don't think they're going to be wasting the time with that, to be honest, anymore, because those fans work just fine. It does have the mounting point for another additional fan if you guys are interested in doing that. And yeah, we got the barrel jack there and the Ethernet port on this side. They also have a USB port right there, which I'm not really entirely sure what it's for. Maybe some firmware updates or something, but I've actually never had to use that. I think you can actually power a fan off of this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think I did that actually in one of my old videos. So I'm pretty positive you could use this as a power port for like one of those AC Infinity fans. But if you guys are interested in this AL0, code CHUMP should get you guys 2.5% off or something like that. But nonetheless, let's get this thing plugged in the solar trailer. We're actually going to be putting it back here. I'm going to have to grab my laptop and we're going to have to get this thing all buttoned up and situated in here. I'm going to steal that cord right there that's going to my AL Box 2 because that thing actually has Wi-Fi. I just had this here because I was changing the wallet addresses and stuff in the dashboard for my VIP members, and you can't do that remotely without having it plugged into a Ethernet. So I'm gonna steal that. We're gonna plug this thing in. I think I'm just gonna plug it into my grow watt for the time being because I don't have a 240 by 120 volt outlet adapter yet. I have one somewhere, I just don't know where it is. So I'm not gonna go hunting for that. We're just gonna plug it into this guy right here because it's gonna be a individual meter, if that would focus. As you can see, it says it's showing 0.8 watts right now, so we'll just take that off the top and yeah, we'll test it right there. All right, slight change of plans. I'm gonna have to plug in with this short little network cable because I forgot I need to plug in my laptop to be able to access my Ubiquity system. So we got this power supply plugged in right there. It says we're pulling 1 watt now, so it would be 0.2 obviously with this guy just idle because we had 0.8 on it before. Let's plug this in. Okay, make sure we get Ethernet connection. We do, it's blinking. All right, cool. Obviously, I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to steal this cable later, but let's see if I can find this inside my Ubiquity system now and get into the dashboard. All right, we were able to get in, so admin and then tab and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I believe. Yes, 1 through 8. Just okay on that. X that out, and we have nothing as of right now, obviously, right? It takes about 5 minutes or so for it to boot up, typically with the KS0s anyways. So let me delete all of this stuff. I'm going to get my information in here, and then we're going to check what it actually starts hashing at the pool. All right, so I went in and I actually checked my AL Box 2, and I put in the same pool address and all that stuff. Right now I'm getting pool 2 pool address format is incorrect. Maybe... oh, you know what? Maybe there's a space in there. Hold on. Let me see if that's what it is. Nope. Still getting that. All right. You know what? I'm going to copy this all the way down. Maybe that's what it needs. Weird. That's what it needed. So you have to fill out all the pools here and all the wallet/workers. I've honestly never had to do that on any of my machines, but whatever. Let's see what happens when this thing gets to hash, and I want to see how many watts it's actually pulling. Oh, you know what? It's pulling 111.9 as of right now. So it's actually 111, pretty much even. So let's see once we switch over. All right, we're up and hashing for about 10 minutes at this point. It says 344 gigahashes as of right now. I think it's still going to ramp up because I think it's supposed to be, what, 400 gigahashes at 100 watts? You know what's interesting though? Look at this. I'm not sure that the first line works inside this firmware because I've never had it say unconnected on the first line and it's connected on the second line. That's super weird. So when you guys get these, let me know if that is acting the same for you. If you actually have to put the pool address here in line 2 instead of line 1. I bet it would only work with just line 2, and you could probably delete line 1 and 3, but I mean, it's all the same shit. It doesn't really matter. I'm mining to Hero Miners if anybody's wondering. Let's see, Hero Miners, where are we at? It's right here. So you guys can see we're actually registering at the pool already. The AL0, 55 gigahashes right now. Let's give this about 10 more minutes, and then we'll come back and check it out. So it's been about an additional 7 minutes or so, right? It's been out for 17 minutes. It says 381 gigahashes. We actually had like 400 and something not too long ago, but if we look over at the pool, because it's a little behind, you can see the AL0 is actually getting 454 gigahashes as of right now. Now with the AL2 and the AL0, I'm getting about 1 terahash. Now, looking at both of these units, right, what they're pulling for hash rate and over at ASIC miner value, this is 10 cents per kilowatt hour here. You can see the Gold Shell AL Box 2 right here is 720 gigahashes at 360 watts. The AL0 right here, IceRiver, is 400 gigahashes at 100 watts. So it's literally, if you were to get 2 of these units, you would have 800 gigahashes, which is more than that, and it would only be at 200 watts, which is about half of what the Gold Shell unit is. And this unit right now is projected to make $9.17 per day at 100 watts. That is freaking insane. Now, this is at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. The adjustment here with the percentage, right? If you change the cents, so I'll put it to 12 cents. You guys could see the AL0 actually doesn't really change too much. It's still $9.12 a day, even at 12 cents, because these things are such low wattage. A high electric rate doesn't even affect the price as much, right? Let's just go to my 30-cent electric rate. As you can see, we're gonna see what is there. The AL0 is still making $8.69 a day if you guys have a 30-cent per kilowatt hour electric bill. That is insane and crazy profitable. I mean, the AL Box 2 is definitely profitable as well, but these are far more efficient, and it's kind of insane, to be honest. So I'm super excited to have another one of these little IceRiver miners. I absolutely love them. As you guys can see, these are all the Caspa units right here. I do have one off that's been giving me some shit. Actually, I moved my AL Box 2 to sit on top of it because I had to plug it in to get into the dashboard. I needed another Ethernet cable, but the again, the small form factor, the low wattage on these units, they're just freaking insane. Obviously, I'm going to move this one. I'm not going to leave it here. Actually, you know what? I probably could leave it here for the time being. It'll be pretty cool. The server's not on anyways, and it's just plugged directly into my my patch panel or network switch that's right here that was going to the patch panel. And yeah, I mean, I could leave it like this actually for the next couple days, so I'm actually going to be out of town, but regardless, this thing's amazing. Let me know if you guys got these down in the comments below. Really can't complain here. Let's check out the wattage real quick at the wall so you guys can see we're at 116.6 watts. So it's a bit over 100, but again, 100 watts would probably be at 240 volts because it's less resistance. These power bricks being fed with 120, they actually create more resistance, which will actually make it less efficient. As you can see, it's 116 watts. So this is actually a pretty banging unit for what it is, and I hope the price on these things come down just a little bit with the adjustment of Alephium. But even if they don't, it's still kind of a steal. $9 a day for $800. It's yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion, but we do have to be mindful. The price of Alephium, if it doesn't sustain when the big Bitmain miners come out, then obviously we will see a price adjustment on these things, and they'll probably be making about half of what they make currently. But nonetheless, it's still awesome. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about this AL0. Thank you so much to IceRiver for sending this thing over for review. You guys are awesome. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.